They said if Mexico breaks...
Quiet on the set.
Boobs. You're killing me, Smalls.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't handle.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the lot. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a
Oh
time.
God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the lot. I'm doing nothing but standing on the lot.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. Have to gently blow a ball into.
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't handle.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Laz.
It's all Laz's fault.
That's right, everybody. It's all Laz's fault. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It's Technical Difficulties Monday, July 2nd, 2018, here inside Trinity Avatar. And depending on who you are, where you are, or however you figure it out, if you're one of those folks who celebrated the 4th of July this past weekend, happy 4th of July. If you're one of those people who celebrate 4th of July next weekend,
On the
then.
4th of July? What about those people?
Yeah, or if you're one of those people who decided to say fuck it and celebrate it this weekend, all week, and next weekend, well, congratulations. You're one of my people.
So Laz, are we going to do a show on the 4th of July, or are we going to go barbecue something?
I don't know. It's Wednesday.
It is the middle of the week, and then Friday we do have the live stream coming up as well. So
It's true, but that never stops us. Of course, right
Yeah,
now,
well,
stopping us
the
right
only
now,
thing that
of course,
stops us is ourselves. You
my
realize
stream
that?
key. That's right. The stream key is stopping me from doing a stream right now. So let's see if I can't fix that while we're live here. And
Yeah.
because
Good luck
I tell
with
ya,
that.
It's been a hell of a weekend around here.
It's been one of those.
Let's see. What happens if I hit start streaming? Hey, look at that. It started. So maybe
started?
people actually see it. Yes, of course. The recording, it always records. I tell it to record. I tell it we're live on the radio, and of course we're live on your.
That just means that, like, right after the show, you need to go back and reset your stream key and then update everything again.
Well, I did that like 3 times over the weekend, but apparently that wasn't good enough.
Well, quit breaking stuff.
Yeah, well, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Yeah. Did you reinstall the game? Yes, I've reinstalled the game. Well, how about your operating system? I'll tell you what, I reinstalled the operating system 3 times this weekend, the game 3 times this weekend.
That is a painful process.
Yes, if it's Windows, it's very painful.
Actually, come to find out that installing Windows 10 with a disk isn't too fucking bad if you're doing it from scratch. It's not too bad comparable to the older operating systems, that's for sure.
Well, since Microsoft changed the way that they do some of those patches, it's not as bad as it used to be. To where you'd have to do every single freaking patch that's ever been released, even after the cumulative ones.
Yeah, but I've been chasing this fucking problem down for several months now, and I still say it's on their end. You know, it's only started happening since right before release. I mean, I've been playing the game for 3 fucking years on this machine without a fucking problem.
It's a Unity conflict of some sort.
Well, you know what? As for the error I was getting, I tracked down the error, and it said everything from you needed the latest graphics driver to make sure you're not overheating to make sure you got, you know.
Now,
everything I've done all the steps. The graphics card is nowhere near overheating. The system is nowhere near stressing itself out, and it goes belly up. So, yeah. And
now, have you looked at something that might be like an undersized power supply, maybe?
1,000 watts. I don't think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
1,000 watt power supply. Okay.
Yeah. Again, this
I mean, it's like this is spitballing ideas
game
for
around
you.
like
Yeah.
a fucking rag doll, brother. You know.
Well, I mean, I would love it as soon as they actually get to the LODs on everything and actually can make the game perform 60, 80 frames a second on what's considered a high-end machine.
My GPU's core temperature was down at about 49 Celsius before I started running this game. Okay, everything else running. I had Zoom running, got OBS running, I got 20 browser
what's your core
windows
temperature
open.
at?
It was 49 Celsius before I turned on the game. Now it's at
hold
81 Celsius. Still not over the limit, but yeah, the game itself.
That's still hot.
Rocket. Yeah. Well, that's not.
Yeah.
My
on.
max on this card is over 90, so 80, 85 is about average for this card.
Yeah. See, we're my temperature is right now 145 degrees Fahrenheit, but I need to do
look at
this.
Fahrenheit.
Let me change that to Celsius real quick.
I'm at 179 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 145 for me.
But you're running what? You get a fucking liquid cooler on that bad boy?
No. It's air. It's air circulating.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You remember the
radiator is only this big on that thing. Yeah.
Well, it's not a radiator. It is, but it is a massive heat sink.
Yeah, heat sink, radiator, same difference.
That thing is mammoth.
Lads, I'm going to try and find a third-party optimizer that'll probably fix your problem. It's obscure. I got to go look for it.
Spiff, I've looked for everything, and again, this is not something. This the problem that I'm seeing is a problem with a lot of people, not just. This happens in other scenarios for other reasons, but. They say process of elimination. In order to stop it, due to the process of elimination, the only thing causing this error is the game. It's not all the other things, because I can run all the other things. When you kick the game in, the game kicks the error, crashes, and goes out. Everything else still runs. But anyway, we're here now. It's Monday.
Well. This is something that, as far as like performance goes, we do know that the game has not really been optimized very well as of yet, and I'm hoping that they get back to doing the optimizations.
The next couple of weeks are going to be, the next couple of months are going to be pass on that.
Now, the next quarter
is for the life of me. Anybody else got any ideas on this one? Let me know, because right now I'm surprised I'm still sitting here. I made it out to the upper tiers for about 45 minutes last night, and then every 5 minutes after that. Anyway, we got a show to do today.
Hey, it is Monday.
We are halfway.
We do have things that came out.
That's right. And of course, whatever happened here, for some reason, OBS won't recognize the monitor that I usually run everything on for the news, so I had to flip everything around. So literally today I am flipped around backwards. So when you see me looking over here when I should be looking over there or whatever, actually that works a little better, don't it? I don't know.
Hey man, I still have to unbox.
Okay.
I still have to unbox my third monitor, and I've got my mount in front of my dresser. So it's like the triple monitor stand that I
I'm
bought.
starting to wonder if maybe that's what it might be. Yeah.
What?
Might be
It
one of
shouldn't
the
be
monitors. You know, the only reason why I say that is because one of the monitors over here, I used to have 219 Dell's, square monitors on either side, and then I got this nice 20-something inch rectangular Dell, and I'm wondering if the switch, hardware there would have done it, because I'm thinking that was around the time I switched out the monitor, but I just don't see that being. I guess I'll have to. I'm ripping everything else apart today. So, I was gonna say, I may just have to swap that monitor out today just to see what the hell happens.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Give it a try. It couldn't hurt.
I went so far as to put that monitor on the onboard video card. How about that? Yeah. Just to get it off the main video card, just to see if that was it. But that didn't seem to solve it either, so, yeah. Anyway, where the hell are we? Avatar's update number 286?
That is right. We are there. And that is something that came out on Friday, right during the show, at the end of the show.
They were
something like that.
Right on top of it on Friday. I'm guessing everybody wanted. I guess they were celebrating the 4th of July weekend themselves this weekend. I don't know.
They wanted to get out of the office and do some weird things. But yes, so we do have Release 55 that did come out last Thursday. We did have a patch this morning to patch number 800. Which the patch notes, as last I checked, were not available. But Release 55 as the lot deeds for the story completion, the introduction of brewing. And speaking of brewing, we got an extra special gift in our mailbox earlier.
I saw that. I just collected it from Hannah.
Yeah, and it is on the lot between our two chairs. It is the gift from Hannah. Unfortunately, it is the cask
us.
That's right behind. Here. Wait,
is it called the cask?
Yeah. Here. I'll put it right in front of us. This is the inaugural Alpenglow Fest beer, which uses the heraldry beer cask, but the heraldry is on either end, not on the. So you do have to look at the end caps for the heraldry. And for some odd reason, I managed, when I was taking it out of the mail, I pulled the 40 beer mugs out. So it's like I'm kind of curious. Can I put it back in?
This thing.
Yeah, I can't put it back in, but I can. Here, I'm going to go ahead and trade you one of these beers. So you can have a beer. I was going to tap one out of the keg I've got sitting right next to me. I've already tapped mine. There's 40 per cask. And for some reason, it won't let me drink out of my inventory.
Oh, because I've got
because I'm sitting down.
Now these are only consumable. Is that correct?
That is right. And the funny part is, it gives you the intoxication level of 0.2, and it lasts for nearly 4 minutes.
Yeah, I can't.
So yeah. You probably won't like the screen shake, nor if you pan your camera around the fact that it actually does some motion blur.
Now, isn't there? I thought that we had a toggle for that initially.
Or what? So the intoxication?
Turn that effect off.
Well, maybe, I don't know. But
I know it makes some people seasick.
Well, I'm telling you what. I mean, I don't know how many times I've got to say it.
If you're virtually drunk and it actually causes you to actually experience some let's
the
see.
earthquake effect and that drunk effect give me some fucking vertigo, you know. And every time I see them on screen, it fucks my head up, man. I mean,
Some
and
DMT
these guys just don't seem to get that. Anyway, moving right along. Yeah, options, guys.
Yeah.
Some people can't deal with that. In 4 minutes of it, I definitely can't deal with it. Let us turn it off.
Yes.
Yeah,
Don't
I
get virtually
understand that
drunk.
we finally got rid of the toast and the drink doesn't do it anymore. Is that correct,
don't
Schneider?
drink.
I
Still
see
doesn't.
Schneider doing.
Still doesn't.
Now you're doing what? The toast?
Yep. Still
Let's
doesn't.
see. Let's see. Let's try /drink. I thought it was drink.
It's toast.
You can have a drink and it doesn't do it anymore. Yep, it's doing it. They went back to it. Yeah, there it goes. That really just messes with the head.
Yeah. Best option ever. Don't drink. But
Yes,
then
that's
we
right,
also
boys and
have
girls.
the scene rebuilds of the East Vauban foothills and Norgard Fens. New user interface visuals. Then we have Light and Dark Unicorns, Ebon Dawn Cultists, Child Zombies, Atavis Impurity, Obsidian Trials, tier adjustments. We've got all this stuff coming along. But the Release 55 Dance Party, which still never made it to the calendar, so we forgot to announce it. That was out in Rift's End. Happened twice.
No, happens today.
Oh, wait, it happens today. What?
Yeah, see again.
What?
This is one of them things. Yeah, dance party Friday after release, not Monday after release. But I'm guessing that
I
since,
guess it didn't fit with the Star's schedule.
they
so.
needed all hands on deck on Friday. Absolutely, that Star needed to push this to Monday. But again,
Yep.
yeah, I gotta talk to the point. Listen, guys, normality. Keep it straight. Keep it the same. Keep it on a schedule. For years, you've been doing it on Friday after release, and here you go, you change it to Monday. So Jack was automatically going to tell you missed it already today because he's so used to it being on Friday. He's about to tell you missed it, but no, we put it on Monday. Telethon, when's the Telethon? Telethon's on Friday.
Telethon's on Friday.
It should be, right? Not on a Monday. Okay.
Well, it's still not 2 weeks after release, like the original postmortems were. But yeah. But yes, we do have the release
2 times today.
55 party, 2 times today between 2 and 5 and 5 and 8.
That's right. So an hour after we get off the air, you can go on out to join them at the Evil Eye Tavern.
Yep. Then that is going to be Party On. Then we do have the Release 55 live stream coming on Friday between 3 and 7 with Lord British themed stuff and a bunch of explorations. So that should increase the rarity of some of those, including the Lord British versus Darkstar Battle Banner. Yeah, so more battle banners expiring. So, yep. And don't forget the stretch goals for that. If 10K is raised, we get fireworks. If 25K is raised, Silver Serpent fireworks. 35K would be the Lord British Silver Serpent wand. 50K raised Lord British pavers. 65K, if that is met, the Lord British round table. If 80K is raised, the Lord British large telescope. 90K raised, it would be the Lord British sword and halberd. And if 100K is raised, the Lord British coordinated leather helm and bow.
Now, I'm curious here. I'm looking at those expirations back there.
Yeah.
Now, I understand on the expirations making the Lord British, shield and the cloak and all that stuff, but I don't get the pattern pack. The pattern pack is a disposable throwaway. Once it's destroyed, it goes poof anyway. So I guess if you have pattern packs, you're gonna have to stock up on them, because once they go poof, whoever's got them left over makes them extremely rare. I mean,
you know what? The 6 patterns that once you apply them.
Well, I mean, then they're gone.
it's-
They're gone. So I
Yeah.
want to point that out for anybody who's wanting to get in on that, or has plans to later on, or if you want to stock up on some of those for resale later.
I
it's
do
always a
know
good
that some of
idea.
those have actually sold on Shroud Marketplace.
Well, I've got, I bought 6
So,
of each originally in my
yeah.
bank, and I think I've pulled like 2 of each for Darkstar and Lord British. So I've got a couple of those patterns in the bank. But the catch is when I use them on something that, say, has to get destroyed or retired at some point, I guess you just retire it. You don't destroy it, because you never get the pattern back anyway. So I guess I answered the question. Never mind.
Yep.
Moving right
Pattern
along.
for one use. Use once.
Well,
Right.
the eternal patterns you get to use more than once. So, but yeah, we do have. Don't forget that is going to be 12 hours of sales.
That's right. From
And-
12
and-
to 12.
Yep.
12 hours.
Then we do have. Jesus. Then we do have the Q3 update did come out over the weekend, and don't forget their top 10 priorities. System polish, which is polishing and improving existing systems, will be a major factor of Q3. That will take priority over new systems. Bug fixing versus new content and features. And performance.
Performance.
I think performance should still be number 1. User interface polish should be probably number 2. The localization, new user experience should be number 1. Then performance, then user interface polish. Tier adjustments, repeatable content, including quests, as they're beginning the preparation for the castle defense scenarios, and improved reward cycling and story polish. And so the reason I say that new user experience really needs to be number 1 is on the forums. I don't know why I checked this out. I think it's because it was in the Daily Britannian, was an article to a link to a Forbes article where they reviewed the game.
Forbes? I
And-
didn't see that one.
Yeah, that
Again,
one was.
I've been a little preoccupied this weekend.
Yeah,
so
do
I
you,
really haven't had a chance to read the Britannian myself. I usually do.
Yeah, this was. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Shroud review on Forbes.com. Let's see. You got to go to page 1.
Page 1.
Yep. Copy link address, paste it around so that way Laz can bring it up. Then I can bring it up after I enable my ad blocker. Disabled on this site. Continue to site. Continue to article. Because, hey, come on.
Did you say Forbes?
Yeah, Forbes.
Yes, Forbes.
And this is in their tech gaming sales review. So this is something that we really do need to look at. Shroud of the Avatar Forsaken Virtues is a handful. After 5 years in development and early access, Soda officially released March 27th. It is a ridiculously ambitious game that simultaneously, overwhelmingly in some respects, underwhelmingly in others, visionary and mired in the past. It breaks rules, frustrates expectations, and more than any game in recent memory, trusts its players not only figure it all out, but make it all work.
Yeah, that's not good.
Does that sound like a...
quite the interesting write-up there? Yeah. Well, come on, let's continue on.
Yeah,
I want to see what else they've got to say.
Shroud of the Avatar began as a Kickstarter that raised $1.9 million in 2013. Continued fundraising on the game's website brought the total to $3 million in 2014. Then after that, we do have the game went into early access on Steam and raised even more money. One of the reasons for this success is that people behind Soda have serious cred when it comes to RPGs, MMOs, and fantasy world building. Soda is the brainchild of Richard Garriott, the legendary game designer responsible for the Ultima series of role-playing games and Ultima Online, which many consider the grandfather of today's MMOs.
Indeed.
Soda is basically, yeah. Soda is basically an Ultima game without the Ultima name. Starlong was the director of Ultima Online, and he's Soda's executive producer. He and Garriott also created the sci-fi MMO Tabula Rasa.
Tabula Rasa.
He was named one of the top 20 most influential people in MMOs by Beckett, Massive Online Gamer in 2007. And Tracy Hickman is Soda's lead story designer. Okay. For one, I keep on seeing this on the forums that people are like, bring back Tracy Hickman to write the story. Tracy Hickman helped write the novel and helped write a little bit. From there, it's like he is not a contractor.
Well, even then, okay, he's written the storyline. It's up to the devs to take that story and get it into the game for the players. Not the other way around. You don't ask Tracy Hickman to come try and write code for your storyline quest.
Very poor translation.
It doesn't work that way. As much as we would love to see Tracy in the offices more often.
Yeah, so Tracy is not going to be turning around and writing dialogue and writing quests and stuff for the game unless he writes one. He's co-written and co-authored over 50 novels, beginning with the best-selling 3-volume Dragonlance Chronicles, which he co-wrote with Margaret Weiss. And what kind of game is Shroud? Shroud tries to do so many things that I'm not sure how to categorize it. It's clearly designed to be an MMO first and foremost, but if you don't like that, there's a friends-only mode and an offline mode where you can play by yourself. Players can gather materials in the offline game and bring them into the online game to participate in the MMO's economy.
That's not true.
I know. I'm aware.
I just got to say that. Yeah, that's not true.
This guy actually only logged into the game a couple of times and doesn't understand certain aspects.
Just to let you know, Forbes needs to do a retraction there. So, Forbes, if you're listening, right.
Players can gather materials in the offline game and then bring them into the online. Completely untrue. You can work in the single player online, and that is still online. Correct. Although they did change the names of those modes. Players can own and operate entire towns in addition to the plots of land for housing. That is true. Sorry, I missed a couple things.
Yeah, you did.
Garriott has emphasized that the offline game will be just as rich as in story content as the online MMO. It's the same fucking quest. The developers built in a rich game world and are letting players do with what they wish with it. For example, Soda relies heavily on player-driven economy. The game has a deep crafting system, and the best items in the game are all player crafted. That's why everybody runs around with artifacts.
Yeah, right. That's not quite true either. So
okay,
and I'll touch on that in a minute because I can't stand half the artifacts.
Let me tell you, the crafting system is too freaking random to be anything more than a joke.
Yeah,
that's another topic on itself. But
let's RNG, man, RNG.
That's a 3.
Yeah, I already said that the players can own and operate stuff. One of the potential problems with the game is that the economy and gameplay are heavily influenced by intrusive real money transactions. Property costs and daily tax rates are exorbitant, which drives people who want to own land and houses to grind unmercifully. Join guilds dedicated to land ownership or spend real money in the cash store.
Now, that's not quite exactly true either, because I do like zero grinding. Now, while I did make a little investment cash-wise, I still have to pay taxes like everybody else, and I do that through the economy.
Yeah.
That and a handful of royal scepters.
Yeah. Yep.
Play with your scepter after the show.
Yeah, okay.
He will be playing with the scepter after the show, but you might be talking about a different scepter. The
I love this shit.
one of
Scepter
yeah.
later.
I'm sorry. Where in addition, the servers weren't wiped when the game officially released, which means new players are entering a world where much, if not all, of the prime real estate is already taken. I'm sorry to say, but that would have been taken anyways because they had the graduated placement based off of early backers.
Okay, so we would have wiped the game at launch. Everybody jumps on the game, and when you write this review, you're still in the same boat anyway. So what the fuck?
Well, yeah, because they would have been waiting 2 months in order to place if they didn't have one of the early.
Yeah, well, that
yeah.
too. So again,
Yeah, so it's one where we'd probably be in the exact same spot. We would have had to decorate the lot for a day, but we would have been back pretty much in the same place. And then some players that own land and housing have partially solved the problem by renting or in some cases offering free housing to new players. Majority of the POT owners that I know offer free housing, other than renting at the Purple Dragon Inn, which you can always do in one of a gajillion places.
I offer plenty of free housing. I offer free lots. I offer free housing in my towns, but if you want prime real estate here in Owl's Head or Sultan or one of the other towns, well, that's where the rental comes in. You want prime spot, you pay for it. But I got plenty of space for anybody who wants a free room. Don't let that be misconstrued either by anybody who thinks that people who charge rent are all rents. That's right. I'll give you a lot, dude. You got a row lot you just got by ending the quest line. Come on out. I got 3 towns to fill up, and there's plenty of room. Yeah. Come on out, move in, message me. I'll set you up.
Yep. And then let's see. Old school versus meets nude school. Nude school. Shroud of the Avatar looks and plays very much like an old school RPG, except when it doesn't. Combat is an excellent example. Combat and crafting is based on a deep skill-based system. You start off with a set of skills derived from the Ultima game's famous mechanic of answering questions posed by an oracle. It doesn't, or a gypsy. It doesn't much matter whatever you choose, because
when did that happen?
Well, long time ago.
Well, so he really means to say gypsy, but he says oracle because Ultima used the gypsy, starting with the quest of the Avatar, which was Ultima 4. It doesn't matter much, whatever you choose, because once you get into the game, you pick any skills you want, and skills increase with use, and pretty much everybody becomes a master of everything. You can create any kind of character you like by playing the game. Skill unlocks as you advance through the trees. Nothing new there. Combat skills can be placed on a hotbar and triggering during an encounter after their cooldown timer runs out. Now, what I think is fucking hilarious, look at the video that he referenced.
Deck building guide? What is that?
Deck building guide from pre-alpha release 8.
Oh, geez. Release 8?
Yeah, I mean, when is the last time that you saw the Mad Hermit around?
Mad Hermit hasn't been here. Actually, I see him on Twitter all the time, but
he's on Twitter, but he hasn't streamed and he hasn't recorded any videos in nearly 2 years for Shroud.
Hey, I'm still waiting for his footsteps to all take effect in this game. That he wrote that little program and they picked it up, and we still don't have it.
I thought it was turned on.
I don't know. When was the last time you heard footsteps when you were running around?
Well, I have that option unchecked because I find it to be extremely annoying. The sound of running feet. So, yeah.
Well, it's a good question. This instance is closing in 60 minutes.
Server-side patch. Say no.
No.
Soda's other approach to combat is based on a unique type of deck building. Players build decks that deal skills in real time during an encounter. Decks are built using points. He doesn't even understand the deck system. I'm not going to bother with that.
Yeah, well, he read this tutorial and it's points.
Yeah.
We don't even use points anymore. So, whoever wrote this, is this article recent?
Yes.
Out loud?
Yeah, it was. It was actually, I believe, from
Okay,
March
folks,
31st.
Right here is
March 31st, 2018.
where our president gets fake news from, because these fuckers don't even do their research. Really? Back from release 8, we're in release 55, dude. Did you even do a YouTube search for deck building guides recently? Did you even look? Did you even ask the authors about that? Because of course, taking stuff from offline to online is a total non-reality. So half of the shit you got written in this article is bullshit. Okay.
Hey,
and if anybody's gonna bash the game, it's gonna be people like us who actually paid for and played a game. Okay. If you don't play the game, you don't get to critique it like that. I don't care who you are. Get your facts straight.
Yes, you do. You get to critique it, but you also have to be right about things.
Well, get your facts straight. That's what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah, if your facts are right, you can critique all you want.
Yeah, I don't mind opinionated people, but when opinionated people are not informed, that's when I mind. You know. Anyway,
that statement
right
confuses me for a variety of reasons, but that's an after the show comment.
Why? If you're you can be opinionated, but be informed.
Because this is real life politics we're going into, which we're staying away from on this show.
Real life politics. I'm talking about this right here, Forbes. Yeah, you can have an opinion on the game, but be informed on it, dude. You know, don't be writing shit that's the deck system doesn't work on points anymore. So there's
skills don't work in
points.
This is a guy that logged in twice or 3 times, and then he hasn't played in a very long time, doesn't understand the basic mechanics. But it is still a critique, even though he misses certain points.
Oh,
and a lot of his points are very valid.
Finish this off since we're already down this bad.
You know, Shroud of the Avatar is a game under construction, and it looks like that's what it will be for the foreseeable future. Some players will love this game, others won't. Some parts of the game appear to be designed for players who want to spend real money and are willing to give so a lot of time, or both. Like what? On the other hand, there also appears to be a lot to entertain players who enjoy story and want to explore a vast, interesting, and complex world. Shroud of the Avatar is confounding in its duality. It's stuck in the past while it looks to the future. Its game systems can be overwhelming, while its technical presentation is underwhelming. It looks like a game that's trying to be all things for all players, while it will probably appeal to a niche audience. If you can put up with its limitations, which are many, you will find yourself intrigued by its many strengths. Right now, I'm among the intrigued. Portalarium is offering a free trial, Shroud of the Avatar's online mode. You can check it out before you decide whether or not to buy. There's enough to do in the trial to get a handle on basic gameplay, skill system, and elementary combat and crafting. The free trial map is good sized, but the free trial map. Did you know there's a free trial map?
No,
there is no such thing.
Because there is no such thing. Yes,
that's right. See again, I don't mind opinions, but be informed.
Yeah, and the game is on sale through Steam with a 15% until April 3rd, or you could get it half off at shroudoftheavatar.com until April 6th.
That's right.
If you're interested in MMOs, here's another article you might enjoy, which is a link to the Elder Scrolls Online.
ESO.
Yeah. Poor Sap thought he couldn't leave the outskirts.
Yeah, that's
right. This is it is immensely
probably
frustrating.
Exactly right too.
Yeah, but there are so many issues with the beginning for new players that you have to think of retention rates, and you have to think of what can you do to actually retain more players. And I think that's where you really have to redo the entire beginning and introduce players to crafting, questing, as well as combat systems a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
If they want to build a tutorial scene where they can say tutorial combat, tutorial crafting, tutorial whatever, and just do those as, hey, you're playing in an open field, because they want people to go explore the the quest lines, that I'm fine with that as well.
Be nice to have just a scene where you can interact and do a little everything, you know. Have a treasure box with crafting ingredients so you can learn how to craft and a little walkthrough. You can have some
harvest
trees, some trees, some ores. Make them harvest it in order to go craft it. You know, have the secondary components waiting for you. Absolutely, you know, stuff like that would be great.
And then also, it's like, here's your introduction to combat, so you can figure out what skills you want and what you're more comfortable doing.
I gotta love being thrown into a burning town, and you know, there's a sword behind you, and that's it. There you go.
Yeah, it's that is so, because you don't know that you're supposed to pick it up off the stand. I mean, it's.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you know, here you go. It's thrust into a new world. Places burning around you. You know, it's like a scene from, you know, a Mel Gibson movie, for crying out loud.
There's a sword sticking out of the ground. Pick it up.
You start with the sword and you wind up with the, you know, cobalt cannon. You know, shooting everything in your. When are we gonna get cobalt cannons, by the way?
The inoperable cobalt cannons. Unfortunately, they fixed that animation. I can't believe he list.
When can we make them operable? That's what I want to
know.
Maybe in episode 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving right along.
I think that's a stretch goal for the next.
Well, I'm waiting for someone to actually ask, what is the marketing plan for Portalarium during the thing? And actually, and several people asked that question. What is the marketing plan? Because there is none.
Well, the marketing plan, as per not this Friday's stream, but last Friday's stream, was the money went out so quick and didn't hit the targeted audience that they're going to study the analytics and then retarget it based on the new analytics. That's the marketing plan. They've already told us that. Now, whether that answers your question or not, that's another story.
Could you rephrase that comment for me? Repeat it.
They took what they saw, they spent money on marketing, and it didn't hit the targeted audience. So they are now taking the data from that marketing campaign and analyzing it to see why it didn't hit what it was going to hit. And then they're going to take the results from the data from the failed marketing plan and redo it to the next marketing plan.
Oh, so
they're going to go back and look to see where they screwed up and try and fix it. Is what it basically.
Oh, okay. So it's not make the game look like a Facebook or a mobile game.
Well, I don't know if their analytics are going to tell them that. I mean, you know, we've said it many a times, and I think, you know, the audience has chimed in on that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Facebook.
The problem with Facebook.
Yeah, first off,
it looks like a Facebook game.
When you click on the Facebook link, it brings you up this nice, pretty marquee picture and this, you know, but it doesn't say anything about how to install the game, how to buy the game, again.
Or it's a PC game.
Or that it's even a PC game. Absolutely. Yeah. Marketing to handheld devices. Well, you know what? That's really nice that I see this new game on my phone, but for some reason, when I click on it, I can't play it on my phone because, you know. Well,
that's from one of the first places that they tested their banner ads was, what's the Android root your phone forums?
3. That's right. It hit 3 people. The marketing RNG was bugged.
Yeah.
It hit 3 people.
Yeah, the marketing RNG was bugged. Yeah. And then, but let's go back to weekend update. Weekend update.
Weekend update. No, we can't use that. Saturday Night Live's got a lock on that for the last 50 some odd years.
Yep. So we will get to Q3 stuff, I think, tomorrow because we're almost out of time. So
where were we on this here? I guess you know what, we're just going to leave that where it was. Well, that's right now because it is that time of the day. Let's see if I can
double
get
XP
this.
weekends. Yeah, we'll cover Q3 tomorrow.
Yes. Double XP weekends. Jeez, what the heck is that? That's right. Don't forget, we just came off one of them double XP weekends and happening throughout the rest of the month.
Remember when I said that double XP is going to become the normal?
Well, we knew that they were tweaking, and I assume that after the tweaking, Chris probably would have tweaked it to maybe 1.5 for the norm across the board, because I tell you what, I have no incentive to try and play during the week now, at least not this month. I have no incentive to try and play until I can figure this crashing problem. But thankfully, I'm a mostly mercantile character, so I survive. And,
take a side panel
and
off.
you know what? Thank you, Mr. Forbes guy. But yes, those real money transactions keep me right here. If it wasn't for those real money transactions, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, so you sold something this weekend? Woohoo!
Yeah, I did actually. It was funny. I was on my way out the door. I was headed to dinner on Saturday, and just as I'm walking out the door, man, the phone beeps. PayPal. I was like, shit. Hell yeah.
You're really like shit. I
literally.
Like, you're like, hold on. I'll be right back. I got to take care of this.
No, it's like a half-hour process making delivery. I got to go in, got to find the container it's in. Well, I know what a container is, but pull it all out, get in touch with the guy, go there, drop it off, chit-chat for a minute about how much he loves the store. You know how that is, because people love Shroud Marketplace.
Mailing the stuff off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I tell you what, you go ahead and mail a whole Dark Star bundle in mail and tell me how much that cost you, and tell me that you wouldn't rather just recall or teleport over somebody.
45 gold?
Yeah. No, it's a hell of a lot more than that. Anyway.
No, I've never mailed a Dark Star. It was screw it. It was the XDA forums.
Anyway, moving right along. Got to tell you all about that. Damn, that screen is just so screwed up. I got to get this back to normal. The NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app. I'm telling you, everything's reversed, so my screens are all smushed, and I'm bass-ackwards today again. NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. That's right, all 3 stores for all your electronic devices. Check out the app. You can read the NBNN Daily Britannian, published 7 days a week, with news from Shroud of the Avatar and beyond. You can read the forums, you can check Soda Map, you can shop the marketplace, you can hit us up in Discord, you can check out other Discords, you can listen to the radios, you can listen to all the radios, at least all the radios that I know of in game, and there's a handful of them. Whether you all know it or not, if you want to find out more, check out the app. And of course, we got the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, hosted on NBNN.info and brought to you every day by the good folks over at Hometown Hero. HometownHero.com for all your vape juice needs. And of course, not just great prices, great tasting juice. And you'll save 20% when you use the promo code NBNN when you check out at HometownHero.com.
That's right. You ready for that community calendar
I
on
am.
NBNN.info?
Ready as I'm going to be for a Monday, that's for sure.
Hold on. Don't forget, it is an aggregate of all of the available Google public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that guy knows about. If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud, or if you want to add events to the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, email
This guy.
Email that guy, news@nbnn.info.
He'll get you taken care of.
He'll do something with it eventually. And then
Throw it
don't
in the
forget,
trash,
since it is an aggregate and all these available calendars, you can uncheck some that you don't feel like reading. And boom, they're gone. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock when we feel like doing it. You can always tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia and listen to two idiots
RFB.
interpreting the news, so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with us. At 7 p.m. is the Phoenix Republic Guild meeting, take place in their Discord channel. At 7:30, if you want to go hunting for some PvE, you can always contact Cinewolf Odinson. Yeah, that there was an E, not a P. It wasn't a PvP-ness. But don't forget, also at 9 p.m. is the weekly open role-playing event out in the town of Verret Chaos at the pub of Extraordinary Thought. Yeah. All great adventures begin in a pub somewhere, so go join and figure out what's going on. And the final event for this manic or Margarita Monday is
Monday Madness.
on the Radio Free Britannia with the Weckard Womb.
WRFB.
Yep, no, that's it. Yep, we're good. We're golden. Woo-hoo.
That's it. That's right.
I lived through the calendar again.
Yeah, it's tough getting through that thing. I'll tell you what.
Let me take my pants off real quick.
That's right. Now you can stretch out and relax. You got through the tough part of the day.
Yeah, the calendar, man.
I love this shit. I tell you what. But that's right. Got to remind you that you're watching NBNN News right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube or on the radio. We do appreciate you guys, and of course we love you guys. If you want to become a supporter, you can cheer with bits on the live stream. You can throw some cryptocurrency over on Jack's stream. You can go to any of our websites, click the donate button. You can become a monthly supporter on Patreon. You can become a sponsor on Patreon, patreon.com/NBNN. Or you can use your Amazon Prime account. For those of you folks with Amazon Prime, you get a free monthly sub on Twitch, and we'd appreciate it if you use those subs on our streams. Of course, the Airy Fund. Why am I not switching over here? What's going on? Not cooperating, not cool. There we go. The airyfund.org, bringing you the latest in community causes and events throughout the world of Shroud of the Avatar. Of course, if you guys missed out, the Primal Nature is over. And of course, we were giving you all that Reaper Pet and that wonderful cloak for the month of July. I don't know. Is people still able to get in on that? Is there going to be some last minute?
Well, until the link on the Primal Nature page is pulled down, yeah, you can still make a donation.
So don't forget then. You still got a chance if that's still open to get in on it. And of course, if you have any problems, you can message either one of us or just message the Airy Fund and we'll get it taken care of for you. airyfund.org. Become a supporter today and play for a cause. And of course, hopefully we'll have Thex in here sometime this week with final numbers on the campaign and let you all know how we did for Conservation International. SodaCon Austin 2018 coming in October. And of course, it's going to be a spectacular event. It's going to be food. It's going to be fun. It's going to be devs. It's going to be your favorite Shroudies all hanging out in Austin and having a good time for the weekend. So don't forget, tickets just went up. If you haven't got them now, you're paying through the nose for them. Ouch. I even missed Early Bird. I don't know how I missed Early Bird myself this year.
What? How? I got Early Bird, man.
Yeah.
I got the Early Bird.
Wasn't paying attention. Usually I'm like the first person to buy one, but just didn't, too busy trying to run it, not paying enough attention to it. But tickets still on sale. 70 people plus already attending, and it's going to be a hell of an event. So come on down and hang out with your favorite Shroudies. HometownHero.com, told you about it just a moment ago. And of course, the Legit brand is a brand new line they've got out there. You can get 120 milliliters for $17.99. That's not including your 20% discount. Makes that stuff real cheap for 120 milliliter. And for those of you who need to know, 120 milliliters, 2 of these bottles. So that's great stuff. I'm smoking this, I'm vaping this sweet lemon bar still, man. I'm telling you, I'm loving the shit out of this stuff. And I've still got a whole bunch of new ones on the Legit line to taste. I've actually tasted them, but they're all good. And what can I tell you? Great stuff. Go get some. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. If you're looking for custom wands or staves, check out Coilmore Wands. He'll make you what you want to order. Shroud's music service for all your music needs. If you're looking for Shroud to follow you around and entertain you, play you some buffs, or just be company for an hour, you can check out Shroud's music service on shroudmarketplace.com. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove, located centrally in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter, and centrally located to the mines that you want to be in. If you're looking for goods or you're looking to sell your goods, go check out Black Rock Cove, and I believe there's still some space available if you're looking to set up a marketplace yourself. So go check out Black Rock Cove today. RelicsByReal.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you're looking for t-shirts, hats, bumper stickers, regular stickers, coffee mugs, banners, you name it, Relics by Real's probably got it for you with some Shrouded Avatar swag on it. And of course, if you'd like to save some money when you check out at RelicsByReal.com, you know it, use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 10% when you check out at RelicsByReal.com. Of course, WRFB Radio Free Britannia, where you can hear us throughout the day, every day. That's not true either. Only during the weekdays, because we don't do weekends. But for the latest news and entertainment, check out WRFB Radio Free Britannia on your in-game radios. And of course, last but definitely not least, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. If you're looking for something in-game that you just can't find, the marketplace is where you want to go and check it out. And Jack's going to tell you all about it.
That's right. ShroudMarketplace.com is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Just have to register for an account to buy stuff. If you want to sell stuff, you also have to register for an account. Then click on that button that says vendor registration and join one of the 115 other player vendors on Shroud Marketplace, and each vendor is responsible for maintaining their own inventory and setting their own prices.
Beer-making kits.
I know. Beer-making kits. You got to love this. He's gone through. He's created all the casks. 10 casks. He's also included the 4 Drockbach beer ingredients, the 4 Edelman beer ingredients, and then also the Harvest Wheat beer ingredients. You just have to take it to a cooking station and combine one ingredient, one cask, and then hit craft, and boom, you got your own beer.
Beer
crafted by you.
Kits. That's
right.
Talk about a service, man.
Homebrewing 101 right there.
Homebrewing made easy in Shroud of the Avatar.
That's right. You don't have to.
Gotta love the free market. That's really what we love about Shroud Marketplace.
Anything and everything. It's like, I put up there the original proof of concept. It's like
teleport and recall
scrolls. And then I sold some. It's like I called Laz immediately.
No way. And of course,
so I sent him the screenshot, and it's like boom. Then Laz started doing it.
And then I started selling them, and I've been hooked ever since, because it's always great to wake up and see 100 teleport and recall scrolls sitting in your account, just waiting. And
from there, it's like anything and everything for Shroud related. So if you have the stuff, I would go ahead and put it up for sale on Shroud Marketplace, because you know it will sell at some point in time. Just put it in a chest. Granite blocks.
Thread. Teleport and recall.
Ingots. Ingots. I know you've been selling ore like crazy lately.
Oh, man, I tell you what, man. I am having a hard time keeping that ore in stock, man. And I'll tell you what, again, I'm selling 10,000 at a pop for those of you. And there are people out there who are consuming it in those numbers. And if you're one of those people, that $7, by the time you do a transaction fee at $7 and you're paying more, you might as well just buy the 10,000. $70, and I'm getting $70 for 10,000. I love this shit. I tell you what.
I know. You got to love this shit. I mean, anything and everything from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, crafting supplies, beer brewing kits, all the way to services, from leveling services to home deco with, I'm going to set up your greenhouse, to all the way to custom built elven furniture, cheese sign writing, Scrota's music service thing where $5 gets you
anything you want,
including Scrota.
That's right.
Yeah, or some dude that's offering weddings.
Hey man, not just
I know,
weddings,
it's like
not just
weddings.
weddings, but a whole lot more. You want those telethon bundles? You want those artifacts? You want some property deeds? You want to expand out? You want some rings? You want some all sorts of good stuff? I've got it. Cowbells, rings of brittle brawn, rings of the leech kind. All the telethon bundles, you name it, we've got it, including weddings. If you want to get hitched in game, I've got what you need. I've got the property, I've got the location, and I've got all the wedding trimmings. I've got you covered, tuxedo, gown, you name it, we got it. Weddings and more by Laz. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. That's right, shroudmarketplace.com. I love this
And
shit.
it's that time where we actually have to bid everyone adieu.
Adieu.
Thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We couldn't do the show
RFB.
without you,
Right.
and we do it for you. So thanks for hanging out with us.
That's right. We love you guys, and of course we'll be back with more, like we are every day here in Shrouded Avatar, 5 days a week. That's not every day, is it? That's right, 5 days a week for your listening and viewing pleasure. We're gonna roll out of here. Have a great day, everybody. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Hey, click yes on that button now.
Clear.